My name is Yannick Schergen, and I'm the Artistic Director of Singapore Dance Theatre. Singapore Dance Theatre was founded in 1988 by two very prominent Singaporeans, Madam Goh Soo Kim and Anthony Then. And both of them had been professionally trained as dancers and were a little bit concerned that there was no professional dance company in Singapore. And so they made it their mission to establish a professional company within the city. Not just a company that did performances, but a company that employed dancers and developed repertory and developed choreographers and had a presence within the city. The company started from just 7 dancers, and we're now 24 dancers. And the concept of being professional is much more than just being paid. It's a work ethic. It's how they come in and present themselves throughout the process, from daily class, through rehearsals, through learning ballets, and through performance and afterwards. One of the things about Singapore Dance Theatre that I keep talking about is the fact that we are the cultural ambassador of Singapore. Through the time we've been in existence, the company has toured to China, to Australia, to Korea, to Mexico, to Europe, to the United States. Recently we did a tour to France this year, and everybody's very intrigued because they don't necessarily think of high-quality dance performances coming out of Southeast Asia. That's the truth. They identify it with more, they can understand a place like Hong Kong having a ballet company, but Singapore is still a question, so they're always very happily surprised to see that we're at such a high level of standard, both in the repertoire we present and in the dancers that we have. In many ways, I think the strength of Singapore Dance Theatre is in the fact that the dancers are so very, very committed to doing good performances. They don't take things for granted. When you see the company on stage, you see dancers who are dancing at their utmost in repertory that's first-class quality. The SDT being a professional dance company, I think one of the interesting things is the fact that we're not called Singapore Ballet. We do different kinds of dance performances. We do full-length classical ballets, which everybody thinks of as traditionally being ballet. We do contemporary works. We do works that are specifically made for the company. The content of the repertoire we do is quite adventurous. For example, if we do what's called a triple bill evening, and you always build a triple bill evening a little bit the way you build a menu. You have a starter, a main course, and dessert. And in many cases that means a neoclassical ballet, a contemporary work, and something that's accessible. The company can reinvent itself to look like 3 different companies on stage, that they can come out and do contemporary work as strongly as any company, and they can look classically beautifully trained, and they can be quite dramatic as well.